The Golden Gemz podcast? What's that? It's a podcast where you get your motivation. It's a podcast where you get consistent gems. It's a podcast where you get your inspiration and you sit back and just learn just a little bit.
Hey, we back. Welcome back to the Golden Gemz podcast, man. Hey, I know what y'all saying. Where have you been? I've been around. Just ain't been on here. But I'm back now, and I'm back for good. You know, consistency is key, and that's what y'all gonna get out of me. All right. So welcome back to the Golden Gemz podcast. Thank you, my beautiful people, for coming back, for tuning in, and hey, I miss you. And yes, as y'all can see, the Golden Gemz podcast merch is in. I got a few things coming y'all way. I don't know how y'all gonna feel about this hoodie. This is my first kind of run with it, so hopefully y'all like it. I'm gonna be wearing another product that I got. Let me know if y'all like it in the comments, you know, and hey, if you want one, I'm gonna give you the link. The store's coming soon. You're gonna be able to go online, you're gonna be able to pick it up. But without further ado, I know who y'all see sitting next to me. He is back. Hey, he is a coach. He is a best friend of mine. He is family.
Talk to him.
He is a great man. He is somebody that I enjoy talking with off camera and especially on camera, man. Hey, without further ado, Coach Trey, introduce yourself.
Coach T back in the building.
Yes,
ladies
sir.
and gentlemen. Back like I forgot something. Coming to bring y'all energy. Coming to uplift those spirits. Direct y'all. Instruct y'all. And definitely turn those frowns upside down. Come on now.
Hey, you better talk to him. Hey, we are back. Hey, you know, this duo is crazy. I know it is. And guess what? You're going to be seeing more of it. All right, so stay tuned for that. But, man, hey, we back, man. We missed y'all. I know y'all missed us. And guess what, man? You here once again on the Golden Gemz podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. Go to Apple Music. Go to Spotify. Go to Amazon. It's everywhere. Go ahead and make sure you find it. Make sure you tell your friends, too.
Post, repost, share it, tag us.
Yes. And our information going to be below. So make sure you go like and show some love. But without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Our first topic for today that we are hitting on is something that's been big in the hip-hop community. And we just going to touch on it just a little bit because obviously it wasn't there, you know, so it's only hearsay. So, you know, Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, that case, it just came to a conclusion. I know we're going to probably hear it go to, what is the word I'm looking for? He
will submit his claim to appeal because he
go.
didn't even get on the stand. So
yes, he didn't get on the stand. But I honestly think, in my opinion, I think it was a good move on his part. But I think that last witness, the security guard that was actually driving the car, I think they made a mistake. They made a mistake in not letting him testify because he came in on the last day. And they said, hey, if y'all want him to testify, we're going to have to push it back because the prosecution, they wasn't ready. They were going to have to push it back till the following week. So this upcoming week right now, the trial will still be going on. But Tory Lanez people said, nah. And he was the defense. So he was Tory Lanez, you feel me? He was a part of their defense. So if he was going to go on, the prosecution, they didn't know. So, hey, I feel like that was a mistake, you know, on their part. But obviously he wasn't there. How do you feel about the case, man?
No DNA on the gun. I've seen enough of SVU episodes, New York Undercover episodes, to know that you just can't, you know, clarify that somebody was guilty if there was no DNA on the gun. It's just too many blanks for me.
That's right.
Too many blanks for me.
It's something that the prosecution said. They said that DNA doesn't matter. Well, when in the court system or when period, especially in a case like this, or in any case, really, does DNA not matter? Look it up. They said it in the transcript. So if you want to, you know, fact check what I'm saying, they said DNA does not matter. Why wouldn't it matter?
In these times, you know, people are known to move the goalpost.
Exactly.
So it can fit whatever information that they have.
Exactly.
Changing the narrative. We get it.
That's facts, man. But obviously, you know, we still... You know, we care for Megan Thee Stallion. She is a woman. You know, it's unfortunate that she had to go through that situation regardless. But I feel like, you know, it played out in court. So we're going to live with the ultimate decision that came from it. It was a lot that went on, you know, within that case that I'm just like, I don't know. You know, Megan Thee Stallion, her testimony wasn't matching up with what she was saying to the media. She got on Gayle King talking about she never messed with Tory Lanez, and then in court, we found out that she did. They said that it wasn't a fight, but later on in other people's testimony, we found out that it was a fight. It wasn't just a little bump like Kelsey said, but it was a real fight. But, hey, we're going to leave that there because at the end of the day, it worked out in the court system. Of course, Tory is going to appeal. But, prayers out to both sides, because obviously you never want to see that, that situation go down when we have people of our community, people in the hip-hop community as well, going through that. We just want to see positivity. We want to see people uplifting each other. But it was unfortunate. But, it is what it is. It played out in court. We're going to see some appeals. So stay tuned. We're going to actually hit on that a lot more in later videos. But we just had to touch on it just a little bit. So what's the next topic, guy? Unless you got something else to say about that. How do you feel about the situation? You want to put it behind us, or what are we doing?
We're going to put it behind us and continue to move forward.
That's facts, man. Prayers out to both sides. So our next topic is a very, very interesting topic. This is a major topic that we want to hit on today for all you beautiful people out there. Hopefully, we'll be saying, of course, we got some gems coming for you. We got some gems for you. And go ahead and tell them what the topic is, man. I don't want to spoil it. Go ahead and tell them.
Procrastination over anticipation, but the anticipation of someone taking their time versus someone actually procrastination. Now it's a sticky one. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at it, people say that they are taking their time, but how do you really know if a person is taking their time versus if they're procrastinating? Because we make the mistake, even myself, sometimes I'll fall in place saying that, we have time. But when you say you actually have time, you're giving yourself that platform to make excuses.
That's facts.
You can't get time back. So it's very important to value your time with anything that you're doing. So you got to make sure that if you are doing something, you have a deadline or you have these goals in mind, what are you doing on those day-to-day basis to actually get it done? Are you setting yourself up? Are you structuring? Are you going through a checklist? Are you dotting your I's? Are you crossing your T's? What actually are you doing? So when that deadline is approaching, that date and that time, will you say, hey, you know what? I'm taking my time, or are you really going to say, like, you know what? I could have been doing more. I could have been doing better.
That's some self-reflection that sometimes people have to come to terms with. Because at the end of the day, like, as you get older, as you, cross, certain stages throughout life, you got to be your own coach. You got to be your own parent. You got to be your own person to where you got to keep yourself on track. Because you don't got your mama and daddy. Some of y'all, don't get me wrong, some of y'all do got your mama. You still living. Hey, I know where you living at. You don't got to talk to me. You don't got to tell me. I know where you at. You still got your mama. Hey, how you doing, baby? Hey, you got that doctor's appointment you still got to go to. That's okay. But, for us other, people who's moved out, for those other people who's on their own, you can't really rely on your parents. So guess what? You got to rely on that person in the mirror. You got to make sure you have your calendar in order. You got to make sure that you have reminders set on your phone for those deadlines. Because at the end of the day, if you don't, it's going to get ugly for you. And at the end of the day, you have to kind of put things in perspective to where, yes, I'm taking my time. I'm going to wait and take the proper steps to get this done because it's a big project or it's something that, I don't feel yet comfortable with doing. So I'm going to have to take a step back. But at the same time, you don't want to procrastinate. You don't want to be like, all right, I'll get it done tomorrow. I'll get it done next week. Oh, I'll get it done next week. Man, you got like a day or two left to get it done. You don't want to be doing that. You got to be setting plans. You got to be setting goals, and you have to be willing to attack that because, hey, mama and daddy ain't going to always be there, especially when you're an adult. When you're our age, hey, nah. Your own parent, your own coach. Ain't nobody. Yeah, we got these iPhones and we got alarms. Yeah, let me set about 10 alarms. But guess what? If that 10th alarm don't go off, what you going to do?
Right.
If you ain't got that plan in your phone, what you going to do?
Right. Now, getting to the core of it, right? The distinct difference between procrastination and taking your time.
Talk to me.
People who procrastinate, they'll tend to lay back and take it easy, thinking that they have time. And they may have that time. But in that period of time, the things that they're doing, they're pulling it off. They're pushing it off. They're not starting their day with that game plan. They're not starting their day with that structure, order, of things and how it should align. That way it's organized. That's why it's structured a certain way. So then they may tend to do it here and there. They may do step 1 and then skip over step 2, then go to step 3. But now you catching back up and you don't have everything. So everything is in bits and pieces and it's just all over the place. Instead of designing yourself and setting yourself up for a progressive game plan, going by each one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in that order.
You're not missing any steps.
Right.
That's key as well.
But then when you have the people who are actually taking their time, they're going through their day-to-day checkups, and they are telling their friends and closest ones that, hey, this is what I have going on. These are the dates. This is what I need. They're giving them that information. So their friends who do care about them and not just yes friends and family members, they're going to hold them accountable. All right, this is day 17. Okay, this is what you have to be done by this point. Where are you? Like show me some clips, show me some highlights, whatever you've done. When you have those friends to hold you accountable,
that's key.
It helps you because what? I know so-and-so is going to contact me. I need to have this done. So it is important when we do have these social media platforms, you are telling your friends and closest ones like, hey, this is what's coming up. This is what we have going on. So those people can follow up and say, okay, have you done this? This is where you are. Then they can help you out.
That's facts, man, and that's key. And I feel like it's like it's like an accountability partner. At the end of the day, if you have somebody that you confide in, that you tell your plans to, it's okay to confide in them and be like, hey, would you mind it? Hey, I know I got to get this done. So would you mind, hey, check on me in about a week or two, or check on me in about a couple of days? Tell me, hey, you got that thing done? You do what you say you was going to do? And be willing to accept that, hey, if they get on you, if they tell you, well, how come you haven't did it? Obviously, it's your thing. Obviously, it's something that you have to do, but it's okay to, dang, you know what, I haven't been on it, but thank you for reminding me. Let me go ahead and get to it. And that's having an accountability partner. Sometimes we need that. Sometimes, okay, I guess you can call mommy or daddy, they can help you out, they can be your accountability partner, but make sure you're not putting all that responsibility on their plate. Because at one point in time, we got to be the adults as well. You have to be the driver in your own life, and at the end of the day, it takes time, man. Sometimes, we all gonna procrastinate. It's human. We're human, it's life. You ain't gonna be able to get everything done. For some of you who actually do, hey, you're doing good. God got you. But for those of you who procrastinate every once in a while, it's okay, but make sure you take the proper steps. You got a couple tips for them, man. You got some tips that they can use to help them out when they procrastinate or when they fall like, I'm taking my time, but maybe you're taking a little too much time.
Setting yourself up with a checklist, putting in timers and reminders. If you take your time and you like to construct yourself going through a calendar or maybe a dry erase board on the refrigerator right before you grab your shake, or if you're grabbing your meals for the day, because it's something that you're going to see in the beginning of the day. So it's like a light bulb, like, oh, I can't forget that.
That's nice.
Or you can always plug it into your phone like you would do if you're setting for an alarm, but not just setting a time.
It all day, every day.
Exactly.
All day, every day.
Setting up a title of what you should do so that it can give you a self-start, self-go-to thing for your day. And then when you construct it like that,
instead of going like this, my bad to cut you off, instead of going like this all day, being on Instagram, Facebook, oh my God, you see how many likes I got?
Now that's procrastination.
No,
that is procrastination. That's
please.
what you don't want to do. So just, basic steps like that, because we all got to go back to the basics, because fundamentals of everything, that's going to be your most vital point in doing anything.
It's okay to take baby steps, man. It's okay to get, like he said, get back to the basics. I love that word. I love that phrase, because you getting back to your normality. Sometimes we have so much going on that we lose sight of our bigger picture or our major thing that we got going on. But, if you take a step back to like, you know what? Maybe I was focusing a little too much on this. Maybe I was focusing doing too much over here. Maybe I was helping out my family member a little too much. It was stretching me thin to where I couldn't focus on what I got going on. But at the same time, it's okay to be like, okay, I'm getting back to the basics. Yes, I can help you out. Yes, I got this. But let me focus on the main thing. Keep the main thing the main thing. That's something that I've heard multiple times from high-end athletes to, business corporation owners and leaders. Keep the main thing the main thing. Don't lose sight of your main goal, your main thing that you're working towards every day. And that's how you can, make a vision board. You can avoid this procrastination. You can avoid from, yes, I'm taking my time, but I'm also getting it done. Taking it one day at a time. Every day, got my checklist. Every day I'm going through my plan. Every day I am doing something that's going to get me to that big picture. Feel me? You feel me? All right. So you got any more tips for them, or are we moving on?
Just a couple things.
Talk to them
for the people, and please share, comment, fill in, and let us know how you're thinking. We don't have all the right remedies or solutions, but we do have some. Please share with us. That way we can know your point of view, your perspective.
That's nice.
However, to carry on, what I was saying is that a great way to look at it is also someone may give you a deadline, but that's based on their perspective and their viewpoint of view. That deadline may be longer than what you actually can do. They can see a potential, but they may not be your potential. If their deadline's in, hey, by 15 days or 10 days, this is what we're looking for you to do. Challenge yourself, set a sooner deadline, and that way you can see if you can reach a better potential, and you might be able to get it done earlier than they even ask you. And now you're giving yourself more room to get other stuff done. So you can also challenge yourself too. That way you can already knock off some, early steps quicker than you even knew. But also challenge yourself is good. So that's something that I would say.
That's facts, and that's key. And I got a quick, switching gears topic real quick, man. I know we are filming this a little bit before the new year, but this will be coming out, during the new year. So, let's talk about the new year, man. You got any new year resolutions? Everybody gonna say new year, new me. They gonna be at the gym. They gonna be trying to get that body right until 3 weeks later, and they gonna be back home. They gonna be eating rice cakes, eating Twinkies, back at the crib, just chilling. But for those of you who actually do take the new year serious, man, I want to give y'all kudos, because sometimes, you can change things in a year. Sometimes you can create a different version of yourself within a year. But I want to hear your opinion on that, man. Either the new year, new me, or, what's some goals or things that you got going on that you kind of want to accomplish next year? What you got?
I know it's a cliche thing. You hear it takes 45 days to break a habit. Okay. Yeah. But the thing about it can be done.
Thanks.
I want to see people changing their lives, not just for a hobby, but for a lifestyle, because health is a lifestyle.
That's right.
You got to set it up to make sure you have a progressive game plan. And that's with dieting, and that's also with exercising, but you got to do it for all the right reasons. Do it for yourself. Don't do it for the person that's sitting to the left of you. Don't do it for the person that says anything negative about you. You got to do it for the right reasons. Because if you do it for somebody else, you will not continue. I've seen it. You got to do it for yourself. Okay? You got to look yourself in the mirror. You got to hold yourself accountable. We all got to hold ourselves accountable. That's the word of the new year, accountability. Because if you hold yourself accountable, you will make sure that you do everything that you need to do, because you only have one person to blame, and that's yourself.
That's right.
Okay? If you can move faster, move faster. If you can sit less, then sit less. If you can move more, move more. That's all you got to do. Continue to challenge yourself. Accountability. 2023 is all about you, and it starts with yourself.
That's facts. And I love that, honestly. 2023 is crazy to even say that, man. I feel like I'm getting old out here, but we still young. We still got that caramel color. It's still looking good,
Hey, come on now.
What's your big name? Tell us big name.
Caramel passion.
Caramel passion over
is
here.
In the building.
Hey, at the end of the day, man, like he was saying, you should want to see yourself in a better situation. Do it for you. Don't do it for me. Don't do it for your mama. Don't do it for your daddy. Don't do it for your sister, your auntie, your cousin. Don't do it for your stepdad, your stepmama,
for
whoever.
You. Maximize
you.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, it takes you waking up every day, looking yourself in the mirror and be like, guess what? I'm getting to it today. Guess what? Today wasn't the greatest day, but guess what? I'm going to get back to it tomorrow. I'm going to get back to it the next day. the next week, the next month. Take your time and focus on yourself. Don't set these crazy goals. Set little baby steps. Baby steps is
1% better each day.
Talk to
1% better each day.
That's it.
That's all you got to do.
That's it.
At the end of the night, before you go to sleep, go over that checklist, go over that daily planner. If you can go through that whole sheet or that piece of paper or that dry erase board, whatever you want to design it, illustrate it, and you can say, I did everything on here that I was destined to do, then you can have yourself a good sleep. But if you go to sleep and there was some boxes that was unchecked, that's when that reflection sinks in.
That's when that accountability comes in.
Exactly. So then that next day, you got to get up even earlier. If that alarm clock was set for 6 a.m., you need to set it for 5 a.m. Why? Because you did not fulfill your day.
I like that.
You do not want to have a new year saying that, oh, I have time. When you say you have more time, all you're really saying is that you're giving yourself more excuses. That's all that really is. Oh, I got time. No, you're giving yourself time for more excuses. That's all that is.
Because best believe tomorrow is not promised.
No, it's not.
You don't know what God got planned for you.
Not everybody woke up today.
Man.
Not everybody going to sleep.
Man. Seriously though, and that's the reality of life. Sometimes, God willing, hopefully He bless all y'all. Hopefully you continue to live a long, healthy life. But at the same time, you're not promised tomorrow. You're not promised to be here a month from now. You're not promised to be here next week. You ain't promised to be here tomorrow. So guess what? Attack every day. Get 1% better. If you accomplish everything that you need to accomplish in that day, guess what? Sleep with your head. Sleep like a baby. Sleep peacefully, and then wake up and do it again tomorrow. Then the next day, try to do a little more. The next day, try to do even more than that. But take advantage of this new year. And I want to say just, hey, be you. At the end of the day, do what you have to do to become a better version of yourself. And then, too, set your goals high and go attack each and every one of them. Because at the end of the day, not only do we want you to be physically healthy, I want you to be mentally healthy, too. So if you got to grab a book, get into a new hobby, fulfill yourself and fulfill the needs so you're feeding your brain, you're making sure you're healthy, because we want you to live. Hey, you look good too. I know. I see you over there. I see you. Hey, I see you. I see you, girl. I see. Hey, I see you, home. Keep on looking good, man. Make sure you taking care of yourself and stress everything, either to where it's gonna be positive for you, to where you're gonna live longer. Put all your stresses on it and make sure you're focusing on you. Make sure you're focusing and you're taking advantage of every single day. Because guess what? This 2023 is going to be a major one. Not only for me, not only for him, but for you too.
Exactly. And another quick thing I want to piggyback on. I don't want to spend too much time about this, but it's very important. Those people who are pushing you and who are trying to extend your potential, those are the people that you need to keep close to you. Because the people who are trying to hold you accountable and who are pushing you and who are trying to uplift you, those are the people who see the potential in you. And those are the people who also see in your eyes and your determination and your effort that you're not doing everything that you actually can do.
Keep those people around.
So
keep them around.
I understand it can be very challenging because you can feel like that they are pushing you maybe too much, or you may feel that I don't want to go at that pace, or they don't understand me, or I'm going through something. We are all going through something.
That's facts.
It's going to be challenging.
We ain't perfect.
But you can't still sit in your own pace and expect different results. You can't.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different result.
Right.
So guess what? If you was doing the same thing in 2023 that you did in 2022, guess what? In 2024, you're going to be in that same position.
Right.
You ain't going to get no further. You ain't going to get,
Don't wait. Do it now.
Exactly.
Less talk and more action.
Hey, and be about that action.
Right.
And then we're going to do an accountability shirt coming soon and be about that action. I like it. Right. And then, too, one thing that I love is getting 1% better every day. If you focus on getting 1% better every day, that's actually my life motto. So I love that you said that. At the end of the day, just be better than you was yesterday.
Right.
Do more than you did the day before. And guess what? You're going to be able to come on the other side. You can be very happy with where you are either a week from now 10 weeks from now, a month from now, a year from now, you're going to be excited and very happy that you took those steps. You focus on you got 1% better every day. Because guess what? You get 1% better every day, you're going to look up. And it's only, what? I was for the butcher. It's only how many days in a year?
365.
It's only 365 days in a year. So
52 weeks.
52 weeks. You got 52 weeks to get it together. You got 52 weeks to get it right. You got 52 weeks to take advantage of your life and take advantage of where you are. Actually, we're releasing this on the 1st. So this gonna be your New Year resolution push. All right, we pushing you into the new year. This is coming out January the 1st of 2023. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Do everything that you got to do. And guess what? Use this as your motivation to get where you want to be in 2023. I'm proud of you. I'm happy because I know you're going to accomplish all your goals. I know you're going to get to where you have to get to. And guess what? I don't got you. He don't got you. I got you, though. And we got you, too.
And one quick shout out. The 1% better. That is not my wording. That is from a fellow friend of mine who actually attends the same gym that I attend. He's a young black male. He's doing his thing. His name is Ken Jones. Ken Jones.
Shout out to Ken, man.
Yes. You just met him today.
Hey, y'all might see him today.
You just met him today at the gym.
That's nice. Hey, we getting money. Hey, we networking, getting money.
Exactly.
Hey, you gonna see Ken eventually. Hey, he gonna come put y'all on too, man. Stay tuned for that because it might be all three of us. Me, Trey, and we gonna get actually Coach T. My bad. Me, Coach T, and Ken.
We all got aliases out here.
Nah, that's facts. I know I got about 50 of them. But hey, but that's gonna take y'all to the new year. But guess what? We got to get into some sports now, man. Let's go ahead and get into some sports talk, and we can start off with the NFL, man. We can start off with the NFL. Let's go ahead and switch gears, man. And hey,
you already know what the NFC is gonna look like.
Go ahead and talk to who you got going to the NFC. I'm gonna give him. You go first, and I'm gonna give him my pick.
All right, now Jalen Hurts. I understand he just took off last week, but it was a great move for the Eagles franchise because you already have the best record, and you're up by 2 games. So, what's taking another loss mean? It means nothing. It means that another week for your starting QB. Who's the leading MVP to rest? So I got the Eagles meeting up with the 49ers in the NFC. Now, as far as who's going to win, who's going to come out on top, y'all got to stay forward for the next episode. Okay. And then for the AFC, I'm looking at the Buffalo Bills going up against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good pick. I like that.
And you'll have to tune in for the next episode to get my prediction of that.
Ooh, okay, so you're going to get your prediction of the winners, and then pretty much you're going to give them your Super Bowl pick too?
Next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
I'll stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
Because guess what, man? I think I'm similar. I'm similar in a few different ways. I got the Eagles, in the NFC Championship game going against the Buccaneers. I'm sorry. I'm a Tom Brady diehard fan. I know he hasn't been having the best year. Let's just keep it real. But, hey, I live and die by TB12, man. That is my guy. So, at the end of the day, I'm rooting for my Buccaneers. I feel like it's going to be them versus the Eagles. Hopefully, they don't get them too early because they might be like 7th or 8th seed or maybe 6th if they're going to win the division. So, they might get them in like the second round, I believe, but they might verse them in the NFC Championship. I'm going to see how it breaks down and how it goes. But I got the Eagles versus, Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. They're going to turn it on. Just you wait. And then coming out of AFC, I got the Chiefs too. The Chiefs is one of my squads. And I'm going to give you a sleeper team, man. I was going to say the Bengals, but you know what? I'm going to go with the Chargers. The Chargers.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's when we will end this part of our podcast.
Yes. Alrighty. Welcome back to part 2 on the Golden Gemz podcast, man. Let's get back to what we were just talking about. We had a conversation off camera. He was like, "You picked the Chargers?" I'm like, yeah, I picked the goddamn Chargers. But I wanted to pick the Ravens realistically. I wanted to pick the Ravens in the AFC, the championship game. But Lamar Jackson, I don't know if he's going to play it. So that is really why. He's like, I'm telling you, he's about to get on me. He's like, Chargers? I'm like, yeah, the Chargers. That's a sleeper team though for y'all. I'm just saying. But if Lamar Jackson healthy, I'm going with the Ravens. But right now the Chargers. Can I pick two? Is that allowed?
No. You can't do it like that.
Hey, it's not allowed. But
Pick a lane. Pick a lane.
Lamar Jackson out. It's either one or the other. But I guess I'm going with the Chargers.
All right.
But let's switch gears, man. Let's touch on this NBA real quick, man. Hey, it's been a crazy up and down season. It's been crazy.
Yes, it has.
But, at the end of the day, I'm liking what I see from the Bucks. I'm liking what I see from the Clippers in the West.
Now, before we get as a whole team, who's your MVP at this point?
Ooh, that's a juicy conversation.
Let's get some flavor there.
All right, let me add a little flavor, man. I like the extra seasoning too on that flavor. That's how you I can cook too. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, if you know, you know. But yeah, man, I want to say my MVP before he got injured. This person at the end of the day.
I say it right now, man.
He always getting injured, man. That was my pick.
I say it right now.
If I gotta pick anybody, I'm going Giannis. Giannis is probably one of the best players still in the league. Luka been going crazy, but Giannis has been, I want to say, the most consistent player that I've seen in the NBA right now. But also, I'm seeing a lot of consistency out of maybe a sleeper pick, Kevin Durant. Him and Kyrie been going crazy too. And now that the noise has calmed down, I'm liking Kevin Durant as well. But go ahead and tell me who you got. Who you got for MVP?
MVP?
Jason
Tatum.
Jason Tatum?
Oh,
okay.
You already know he had a long off season.
Long
and he came back like he left something.
Okay, like he left something.
Come on now.
All right.
Come on now. Light Skin Gang is in the building, baby. They doing their thing.
Okay.
I'm going with Mr. Tatum.
You going with Mr. Tatum? Okay.
And he was trained by.
you see the train?
By the greatest.
Hey.
Come on now.
Come on, Kobe the Beam, man. I know y'all see it. We got a different flavor, and we got a whole different setting right now too for y'all. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm on the road. We hitting everywhere.
Call him Cottonelle.
A lot of people. Hey, we getting it in, man. We getting it in. But I like Jason Tatum too. I like Jason Tatum. He had a long offseason, like you said, and he coming for vengeance. I feel like the Celtics, now that they got Gordon Dragic, they got Marcus Smart, they got a point guard now, and they got Jaylen Brown. They got and they got a nice little center, bro. The Celtics is gonna be somebody to reckon with.
They got Gordon Dragic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think for point guard, as a point guard, I mean, if I'm tweaking, if I'm messing it up, maybe that's
no.
Let me fact check. Don't judge.
No, Gordon Dragic is on the Bulls.
He might be on the Heat.
He on the Bulls.
Hold on, Gordon Dragic.
He on the Bulls. Hey, we keeping this. We keeping this as a blooper reel because the point guard for the Boston is not Gordon Dragic. It's Brogdon.
Brogdon, okay.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what I meant though.
Nah, Brogdon is light skin. Gordon Dragic is European. Stop it.
Man, that's what I meant though.
Hey, we gotta put him on timeout, and we keeping this one. All right?
He might not even be correct though.
Gordon Dragic is on the Bulls. I was just at his game. I was just at the Bulls game.
You right. You was.
Yeah.
You right. But is he? I don't even think he's starting right now. I definitely.
Brogdon is coming off the bench.
Nah, Brogdon is coming off the bench for the Celtics.
White is starting.
Yeah, White is starting. That's who I really meant.
It's all good
because he did go crazy in the playoffs last year, but that's what I meant. Hey,
it's all good, y'all. Hey, we keeping this one. All right, this the blooper reel. It's the blooper.
Hey, don't come up. Hey, I'm still knowledgeable about my NBA. I had a little
comment. Please comment. Please comment.
Hey, we is gonna keep this in there.
We're not gonna delete your comment, okay?
Switching gears, man. Switching gears. Nah, I did. That was a brain fart, Hey, we getting a late night episode in for y'all right now. Don't come here. It'd be like but he is right though. I did butcher that. So
that's all good.
Comment, you send blow me up in the comments if you want. It's okay. I accept. But hey, so it's early predictions. This is very, very early right now in the NBA. Who do you got coming out the West? Who do you got coming out the East?
Out the West.
Talk to me.
The Pelicans
Oh, wow.
is my dark horse.
Okay. I'm
Dark
happy you said
horse.
dark horse. I was going to say.
Dark horse.
Okay.
But coming out the West, I'm sorry. I'm one of those people, until you beat the champs, they still the champ. So I got the Warriors. Steph Curry, he gonna come back. Back. I got the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? They might get there, because depending on, how the recovery go well, you know what I'm saying? 6th, 7th, 8th league. And then they gonna come up out of that. They gonna have to play one, knock out one, and you know what I'm saying? They gonna do their thing if they is the AFC. But I got the Warriors. Until you beat the champ, I got the Warriors coming out the West.
Okay.
And then
prediction, but we're sticking with it.
Coming out the East, Cleveland, my dark horse. That Donovan Mitchell, that was a monster pickup. The best pickup in the offseason.
That's facts. And then you got Garland. Garland been in this bag all season. He just put up like 48.
Right. He's healthy again. And he's on my fantasy team.
Oh, so yeah. Come on now.
You know we only slide because we slippery, baby.
Only slide.
But
so I like that.
But the team coming out the East, in my
early predictions, by the way, again,
would be the Bucks.
Okay, I agree.
Would be the Bucks.
I agree.
The Bucks.
So you feel like with a healthy Drew Holiday, a healthy Chris Middleton, a healthy Giannis, ain't nobody.
I remember Chris Middleton. He wasn't there.
Yeah, he was hurt last year.
So he was hurt.
So with everybody healthy versus everybody healthy, either with Boston or you don't forget you still got the Nets over there. They've been looking like some ball. Hey, they didn't won 9 straight games, maybe 10 when this release. Mm-hmm. They've been balling.
Right.
But I really don't see him. I don't see him beating the Bucks, even with a whole healthy squad themselves. I don't see him beating the Bucks. Because the Bucks, they got some dogs over there. They got some people. And honestly, that's my pick as well, coming out the East. That is my pick coming out the East, and then coming out the West. I like Golden State too, but I'm going to kind of put my. This is only if they can stay healthy. I'm going with the Golden State Warriors.
Don't do that.
But
have some conviction.
Clippers,
conviction.
I don't trust Kawhi's knees though. I don't trust. Hey, his knees are like mine.
He ain't got the Meg the Stallion knees, huh?
Hey, he don't got the Meg the Stallion knees, man. He might have to interrupt and be like, "Hey, who did you go to?"
Right. He might have to. He might have to.
Because I heard she probably tore ACL too or something, man. Hey. I really don't know, man. At the end of the day, if they can really stay healthy as far as Kawhi Leonard and even Paul George be nicked sometimes. The whole Clippers, they some dogs. They got some dogs. Reggie Jackson, I love their team. But I don't think they're going to be able to stay healthy. So, yes, I'm picking the Golden State Warriors as well. And then I'm going with the Bucks as well. I feel like Boston, give them another year. Give Boston another year. And they're going to be the ones running the East. I feel like the Bucks, they're going to come through. They're going to pull out Chris Middleton healthy, whole squad healthy this year. Even if he's not healthy, I feel like Giannis going to go in and get him another ship this year. I'm going out on the limb saying period, point blank. So those are our picks. Yes, we picked.
You ain't supposed to be telling who's going to be the championship. That's supposed to be for the next episode.
I got you. But
y'all got excuse.
But this is very in the NBA, as far as the NBA, this is very, very early predictions.
He's on timeout.
Very early.
He's on timeout.
I've been in the gutter hole ever since I said that Dragic was Dragic. I can't even say his name.
Hey,
ever since
somebody tuck him, man.
Anyway,
man. Get some Vicks, rub it right here.
I really need to
tuck him, man.
Need to, because it's about that time.
Right.
Right. But nah, you ain't lying though, man. But I feel like at the end of the day, I'm going with the Bucks and win it all. Period.
All right, okay.
We're gonna come. This is very early prediction, so give me a couple more games. Wait until after All-Star break. All right?
We will.
Then we're gonna come back. We're gonna revisit this, and then we're gonna talk to y'all some more. All
right. So Christmas just passed.
Oh yes, it did.
All right. Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
For those who celebrate Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays, you people.
Right. But we celebrate Christmas, so we're gonna speak on Christmas because that's what we do.
That's
see what I'm saying?
That's
all right, now, what is your go-to Christmas movie? Ooh. And why?
Ooh, okay. I like that. My go-to Christmas movie, Off the Top of the Dome.
Mm.
Off the Top of the Dome.
The location.
the top. Off the top.
Not the bottom.
Not the bottom. Top, man. We only slide because it's slippery. I'm finna slide right now.
Come on now.
My go-to movie is Home Alone. The first one.
All right.
Home Alone.
All right. I like that.
Home Alone, New York, I love that one too.
Right.
But the first Home Alone night is always my go-to. It gets me in the Christmas spirit, man. And then also too, I never found out. I hope y'all know that it's a movie called The Christmas Story. You ever seen it?
Yes.
So I never.
Wait. The new one or the
old?
Okay.
Back in the day. But that movie, I never knew that's what it was called until I had a friend, aka a girl, check me. So I had a girl check
you.
She ain't checked me, but she thought I didn't know what the movie was called.
Okay.
But I knew what it was called because that's one of them. I like that movie. But anyway.
But let's bring it back to why though.
Why Home Alone? I mean, it's a classic, man. It's a classic, regardless of any way you slice it. It will always get you in the holiday spirit. I feel like, you feel me, I would have did the same thing homie did. You feel me? I got somebody trying to come in my crib. I'm about 10 or 11. I'm going to try to set some traps for you. I'm going to make sure you, when you come in the house, you ain't getting in there easy. I know what Pops got the strap. We ain't going to go into that. So, I had a BB gun too, hidden under the bed. So I was gonna make you feel it. You come and try to snatch me up. You come and try to steal my presents. You ain't the Grinch out here. You ain't the Grinch. AKA, that's another little movie I like. The we ain't touching on all of them. Right. Pick one. So what's yours, man? I'm rambling over here. What's yours? Talk to us.
Home Alone. Home Alone.
Okay.
It's actually in my top 5 movies of all time. Home Alone. So not just the Christmas movie. It's my top 5 movie of all time.
I respect that. We're gonna hit all-time movies eventually. We're gonna say that for the next few episodes. But go ahead, talk to us.
It's just so nostalgic. Times is different now. I love when he went to the grocery store and he got groceries and stuff, and he had the coupon and everything.
Yeah, the coupon. You like, hey. Well, with mom's over there, she can't be here right now, and he still was up there picking up the stuff. He had the toothpaste. He was going crazy.
Old girl at the register was asking him where he lived.
Right.
So he had to let her know.
He was like, "Nah, I don't live over there though." He gave up. He gave a false address.
He had to let her know that, hey, I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Right. Exactly. That's probably the smoothest move.
Yeah, he did the right thing.
That was very smooth, man. That is a classic.
Yeah, it just is. I mean, and I just love the nostalgic little caricatures or like posters that he had in the living room when on the Wet Bandits, they was trying to pull up on them. They was going to rob them that evening.
That's right.
But they thought that, it was just him there, and it really was. But from the outside, he had the posters and everything, like on the train and everything.
He had the
and like he was in there.
He had the firecrackers. He had the
he had them looking like they was in there throwing a party.
That's right.
And he had Michael Jordan poster and everything on the little train track. And it's just so nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? Your people ain't home. So you in there eating all the candy and all the stuff you ain't supposed to be eating. Ordering pizza on they dime. You know what I'm saying? That's it was just cool because he in a big house. He gets to do what he wants because, as a kid, all you do is listen to what your parents say.
That's right.
So for this time and this moment, he got to be the parent and do whatever he wanted to do.
That's facts. He was living it up.
Yes.
And the thing is, going off of what you were saying, like, it is nostalgic because, like, you don't see movies like this.
No.
You don't see movies that's heartfelt like that and that's classic. You don't see no classic, especially not classic Christmas movies coming out like that. Like, you don't see these movies anymore. Those are movies that you don't let your kids watch one day.
Right.
Those are movies when you sitting at home and you got your first little seat right there, even your nephew, your niece, whatever. Those are the movies you can put on for them because it's like they timeless. You feel me? Even if it's a Christmas movie, you can still watch that movie at any time.
Anytime.
But around Christmas time, it hit different. Best believe that.
Yeah.
Best believe that. But I like that. So, all right, let's switch gears a little bit more, man. So, you feel me? New Year's is, right around the corner, man. You got one word. If you can say one thing, besides what we talked about earlier as far as accountability, you got one more word to send the people out and for them to go into the new year. What you gonna leave?
For the new year? Less excuses.
No excuses.
Less excuses.
Okay.
Less excuses. I know you said for one word, but less excuses because
we can get to.
I hear it all the time. When I get time.
That's nice.
I got to get a sitter. You know, like, come on now. You can figure that out. If you don't have grandparents, you got a friend, you got a neighbor. You know what I'm saying? There's too many kids out here looking to make some money. They can watch the kid. You know what I'm saying? Start playing. We got daycares, you know. And I don't have the money for it. You can budget for anything if you want it.
Yes, facts.
I'll be seeing, people be bottle popping, renting tables for a night. Renting tables for a night.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Tricking off.
Talk to them.
You know, getting the red bottoms. You know what I'm saying? They be getting the Balenciaga.
You can sacrifice what you want.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They be going shopping and all of that, running it up. That's lit. Yeah, all right, why don't you be lit and fit? How about that?
That's facts.
How about that?
No
stop
excuses,
it. No
man.
excuses.
Less excuses, man.
Yeah, less excuses.
If I can give y'all one word, man, I want to say, actually, we're doing 2 words. I'm going to say, do it. Not just do it, so not Nike, do it. Just do it. So do, and then it. That's it, 2 words. And
stop talking about it and just do it.
Just do it. Do it. So just do it. Do it. Do whatever you got on your mind. Do whatever comes to your mind. Do whatever is going to get you to your goals. No procrastination. Do it. Don't wait.
Right.
Do it. What you waiting for?
Right.
Tomorrow, hey.
It ain't promised.
It's not.
Nope.
Next week ain't. What if something come up in the family? What if you got to help your sister out? What if you got to help your brother out? But you could have just did it yesterday.
Right.
So just
you waiting for?
What you exactly?
If you got the money in your account,
you got the money. You see what I did?
Stop playing.
It's been a little bit, but I came with something new. Yes.
Hey,
we've been taking our time, man. We've been figuring out life, man. We taking it one day at a time. I got a lot of great episodes coming for y'all. The year 2023 will be a great one. We will be continuing to boost our fan base. We will be continuing to put merch out there for y'all. We will be expanding in a lot of different ways. I'm gonna be bringing y'all a lot of different things, man.
Heat.
Hey, the heat is on the way.
All right.
So I guess
like the oven's door.
Man.
Come on now. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Come on. We baking shirts. Baking hats. We baking long sleeves.
Talk to him.
We baking. Hey, I even have some joggers
for
y'all.
Come on.
Hey,
come on.
I ain't gonna even go on.
Right. Don't give it all to him. Don't give it all to him.
Just stay tuned. But
keep the mouth juicy. Keep the mouth wet. Keep the mouth wet.
But do it, man. That's it. That's the one word that I'm gonna leave out with. Do it. Don't make no excuses.
No.
The less excuses, the better. Just do it. Do what you gotta do.
Let's talk and more action.
Of your dreams.
Let's talk and more action.
Yes. Be about that action. So
not that kind of action, no.
No.
You know.
Keep PG-13.
we
PG-13.
We keeping it civil. We keeping it civil.
Yes.
All right.
That's facts, man.
You know, because hey, these young ones out there, you talking about be about that action. They ready to do something else.
Hey.
They ready to do something else.
We're not going R-rated.
Right. No.
Keep it simple.
Right. PG.
We don't need all that.
Nah.
All right.
Nah.
Regardless, man. Hey, we was gonna hit on another topic. Do you want to hit on it, or you want to save? What you want to do?
We can hit on a little quick one. We can save the other one for the next one.
Okay.
We need less physical harm and more communication. All right. Nothing became physical until that line of communication was broken. There is something about people just willing to take action with their hands or with physical harms or with a weapon or with a gun. You know what I mean? You're not proving no point.
That's right.
And it's not tough.
That's right. Ain't no need to.
No, just have a conversation, communicate. If a person says something that you didn't like, communicate that to them. If a person did something to you that offended you, they may not even realize it.
That's right.
Have a conversation.
Talk to them. Tell them about it. If
a person cut you off in traffic, that happens all the time. Happened to me last week. You know what I'm saying? And myself, I got to get better at that too, because we all got a little road rage.
Road rage is serious.
You know what I'm saying? It is serious, but again,
we working on that.
You know,
sure I got y'all.
But when I got to where I needed to go, I said, you know what? They could have been having a bad day, you know? And your bad day, my bad day, it could be different. But we got to sit back and reflect and say, you know what? Let me take a deep breath. It is not worth it. You got more to live. You got people in your family that care about you, your co-workers. You got a responsibility here on this earth.
That's facts.
Communication, okay? It
key.
does not have to come to this.
And that's
or it is. It don't have to.
And just real quick, like at the end of the day, you got to think about this. Compared to 30-second conversation, a minute, 20-minute conversation, however long the conversation needs to be, that can change your life. Because guess what? It'll only take you about 5 seconds to ruin your life. 5 seconds to pull out this. 5 seconds to do this. That's it. It's quick. It can go like that. In your whole life, you can get a charge. You can get a felony. You can go to jail for life.
Or you can take someone's life.
Exactly. Like, at the end of the day, like, it's sad that we just can't communicate as humans anymore because everybody seems to not be affected, you know. Cause
or have no patience.
No patience, or just, you know, they're not willing to talk things out. They're not willing to go the extra mile to be like, you know what, I was wrong.
Right.
You know what, I didn't like that, so guess what, I'm going to tell them that I didn't like it. And, oh, you didn't like that? I'm sorry. Be the bigger person.
Right. Even if you felt like you didn't do anything, just apologize.
Man.
Sometimes you just got to.
And guess what? You apologizing can not only save your life or make the situation better, that can just flip the whole thing to where it's like, dang, you apologize, man, I respect that. And guess what? That friendship that could have ended that day, guess what? It's lasting another 50 years. Lasting another 15 years, however long.
Or just by apologizing, now you can continue on going on with your day.
That's facts. You're going to feel better.
Right.
Because guess what? If you do that to them, you do this, like, it ain't affecting them.
Right.
It's affecting you.
Right.
You get the repercussions from your actions.
Right.
So guess what, man? Just take that extra 5 seconds, take the extra 30 seconds, take the minute, pick up the phone. You on this all day? Go ahead. You know what? Let me call. I'm sorry. I didn't really like how you came to me earlier, but you know what? I'm sorry for how I came at you.
Right.
And,
it's that easy.
Hey, be the bigger person. Because guess what? Easy. They might apologize to you too. Guess what? You both feel better.
And you most likely gonna find out what is really going on.
That's facts, because maybe they having a bad day. Yeah. Maybe they need somebody like you to be bad than them. Maybe they need a friend.
They could probably end up saying, you know what? It wasn't even you. This is what happened. Boom, boom. Now you're like, oh, okay.
Because you never know.
Right. You never know. It could be just a cry for help.
That's facts.
And yeah, we may not understand why a person has to do this to get some attention, but hey, that's just the way that they felt about going about it.
That's right.
You know?
And then,
and then you just be there for them. You know what I'm saying? Just be there for them.
And it's gonna go a long way. Man.
Right.
And guess what? We giving y'all gems right now. We done gave y'all gems every step of the way.
Right.
Every step of the way, we dropping gems for you. The Golden Gems podcast, man. Hey, what more do you want?
Right.
Where can you go to get gems like that?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Right. We applying pressure.
We always
apply pressure.
You can come to the Golden Gems podcast. Pressure is applied.
Right.
You're gonna get it.
You're gonna find some diamonds.
Hey.
If it's pressure, you're gonna find some diamonds.
Always. And I got the diamonds for you.
There you go.
Just come back for more.
There you go.
And guess what, man? Coach T, Relly, hey, y'all tune into another episode on the Golden Gems podcast, man.
Come on now.
And hey, we thank y'all. Thank you for coming back, my beautiful people. And guess what? We're rolling.
Yes. Support your black men.
Hey.
We in here, we doing something legal.
Yes.
And we trying to make it work for everybody.
That's facts.
Okay, we trying to make sure what we saying will fall on your ears. Will fall on your ears.
Yes.
All right.
And if you got suggestions, if you want to see more, if you want to see different settings, if you want to see us just coming at you from a different lane, man, just say the word. You want to see different topics, put them down below. Comment down below. Show some love.
Right.
And at the end of the day, guess what? We coming.
Right.
What Deion said to say? We coming, and we're gonna touch on that next episode as well.
Exactly.
So stay tuned for that. But hey, we coming.
Hey, cuz I want to let you know that I appreciate this moment, appreciate this time that we had. I enjoyed it. You know, we had some passionate topics. We had some passionate discussions. You know, we gave each other a chance to speak our own mind, give our own perspectives. And
that's right.
I wish I wouldn't have done this with nobody else but you. So I want you to know that.
That's love, guys. That's love. Love, man. Hey, guess what? We on the slide and we slipping.
Hey.
But guess what, man? Another episode on the Golden Gems podcast. Make sure you come back for more, because I feel the same way, man. Thank you for always being a special guest and, you know, for coming on here and showing love to my people, man.
Yeah.
And guess what? We going to be back. Coach D going to be back. I'm going to be back. The Go to Just podcast, man. Thank y'all for coming back. And guess what? We are.